I'd like to get your thoughts on the value versus growth debate. This has been a pretty good week for growth stocks, but we were speaking yesterday to a portfolio manager who said that the value run is far from over. There's plenty of money still to be made there in the likes of cyclicals, energy, financials.
Yeah, and Tyler, as you know, as we've discussed in prior weeks, I mean, a lot of this, of course, is dependent on the scope and the size of any infrastructure bill that may or may not make its way through Congress. And yeah, I mean, I think if you're looking at a recovery trade, most of the, I think, bedrock issues that support continued rotation, maybe not as dramatic as we've seen in the last 6 months, of growth to value, of big to small. And we've even seen it again from domestic to international, with European markets, for the most part, making new all-time highs. You know, it's still on. The question is, you know, will it continue at the same pace that we've seen? That's probably doubtful. I mean, small caps have outperformed large caps by a historic margin over the last 6 months. And we've seen a huge rush into value that's lifted the price-earnings ratios on so-called value stocks towards growthy levels. So it may slow down. And what we really have right now is all the groups, as Bob Pisani was just suggesting, moving higher. So you have kind of a unified market. As the one technical issue that I saw recently is something like 90% of the S&P 500 stocks are trading above their 200-day moving averages. And typically you can see some sort of corrective action when you get an indicator, a flashing warning sign like that.
So, Eric, where would you be invested right now?
We think that mid-cap is probably the best place to be domestically. I think that if you look at the momentum that we've all witnessed across both international markets as well as domestic markets, we still think that mid-cap has some room to go. The other area that we would use as an opportunity remains large-cap technology. It had obviously a bit of a dip. We think that the pandemic has actually exacerbated some of the productivity issues that really have fueled technology that we think investors will come back to. So we'd stay with domestic mid-cap. We also would really look to add to large-cap technology. Those are two areas of principal focus right now.
All right, we're going to leave the conversation there. Ron Insana and Eric Friedman, thanks for joining us. Have a great day.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.